Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense takes the field. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this front. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Just outside the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory. First and 10 from the 11. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Second down coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Ware. And they'll bring him down to get on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. Just destroying his way through the field. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Grab behind the line. It's Leon. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds. Really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The offense set for a 1st down play. give to the running back. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Steps away. Fires downfield. And that one falls in. Stand by the defense. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Manziel. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll keep it away from the return man. Goes out of bounds. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That's reeled in. It's Ware. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And a 1st down for the offense.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On the option. Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
For the offense.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Now he's looking to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
He fires one deep over the middle. Got his man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Now on the move. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey.
Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Turns it loose. Fires and picked off. And the defender is tackled. Will run out the first half. Line gets set, first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Dances away from one, and he's wrestled to the ground. The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Bearcats will keep this drive going. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
On the ground, it's Manziel. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And it's no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The sure hands, it's Ware. And the Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say, maybe I go for it. I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has failed on its previous 2 4th down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Leon. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Still on his feet. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Now on the option. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Ware. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Dances away to buy time. He caught it. He will. Door open. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking for a crease. It's Manziel. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. He leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle, it's Spangler. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The offense starts with a short field. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun to give, looking for room. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Now the pitch. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything is working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be...
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is ahead right now. They have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great...
He's off to the races. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Coming after it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. On third down, he drops the throw. He wants a big play here late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the...
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quarterback checking off. On second down, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the grab. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wells. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Lost the throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Pass interference, defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.